This damn video. So we're 40 minutes in. Let's get to it. Def versus Papa Gut.
I'm happy you admitted to that. It was interesting to see you backtrack and try to then claim that it's a joke. It's interesting logic there. But
who do you think is gonna like look at this and go, "Wow, Dennis is so smart"?
Right.
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That bit fire. Yeah, she kinda cute.
Don't need any more nigger big shot.
We lost a real one. We lost a real one today, y'all. I just had to get myself together because the way I was really just crying, like I'm doing everything in my power not to cry right now. I'm doing everything in my power not to cry because, oh my God, we lost a real one. Do you see my face right now? I cannot cry in this video, my Lord. Jesus, help me. God, we lost a real one. Oh my God. Greece is so huge when it comes to my childhood. Like, oh my God. We really lost Sandy. Oh my God, I'm fighting back tears. Do not cry. Because you don't understand, you guys. Like, when I cry, my eyes get really, really red. And before I film, I always put eye drops in. Just because I'm an emotional person, you know what I mean? And so, I just like my eyes to be very clear. But oh my God, y'all. I almost didn't film this video. Like, I really feel like I need to go more. I really feel like I need to go watch Grease and just, like, cry and just be, like, sad. Oh, my God. I feel, like, so lame. It's like, girl, you don't even know that person. But it's like, oh, I feel like a part of my childhood was just, like, ripped away from me today. Jesus Christ. Ooh. Not Sandy from Grease. Like, Olivia. Like, oh, my God, y'all. Oh, my God. I'm so sad. Oh, my God. Oh, what a legend. What a freaking legend. And we got these buffoons that we're freaking entertaining. Okay. Welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new here and you're wondering what the hell is going on, we done lost the real one today. Oh, you know what it reminds me of, you guys? It reminds me of when Bernie Mac died. When Bernie Mac died. See, my mouth is getting choked up just thinking about it right now. Oh, Lord, when Bernie Mac died, I cried for 3 days. I cried for 3 damn days. Woo! I really hate when, like, the good ones die. Like, the ones that it just hurts. It hits you in a different way. So we gonna take a little shot. We're gonna take a shot. I'm drinking liquor on camera today because we lost a real one. Oh, my God. Yeah, we're gonna take a little shot. For Miss Olivia. Rest in peace, baby girl, because damn. Oh my God. I really wasn't even gonna film today. I was like, I don't know if I can film with this news. Like, I literally broke down. If you're a part of my close friends on Instagram, you fully saw me just immediately start crying. Oh no. God, I'm just really trying to hold back tears. Honestly, after this reaction, I'm gonna go cry for a little bit and then watch Grease because I literally, you guys, I am seriously holding back these emotions right now because what? Oh my God, I'm so mad. I'm so mad, I'm so sad, I'm just everything all together. Oh my God. Go get you a drink. Let's take a shot together. If you don't drink, go get you a soda, whatever you want. Cheers. Oh, let me show y'all Angelica. Because you know we had to bring the childhood out because, oh my God. Not Sandy from Grease. Oh my gosh, y'all. Girl. Rest in peace, baby, because wow. You rocked my world. You rocked my whole day. I even told my coworkers. I don't tell my coworkers nothing. I was like, y'all, Sandy died. Not even to be funny, but oh my Lord. That killed me. Oh my God. Speaking of things that literally kill me. This damn video. So we're 40 minutes in. Let's get to it. Def versus Papa Gut. And honestly, we're in a really like nitty gritty part right now. Like, we're in a part where things are very much destructive, very much just, what are you saying? What are you saying? So this will be pretty fun. Okay. I'm going to really do my best to not say too much because, child, I just took a shot. So I'm really about to be coming for these people. Oh my Lord Jesus. Let's pray for them.
So as far as I remember,
You don't remember nothing. That's the thing. I'm dead. I'm sorry, but he doesn't. You know. Like,
If you want to eat healthy and feel your best, you gotta
no,
try.
I don't want to feel my best. Sandy died today. Get out of here.
Repeated it a little bit earlier. You said that bullying online wouldn't cause her trauma. The type of bullying.
That's not what I
she got.
said. I literally did not say
So
that.
what
I
did
literally
you
didn't say.
have the exact quote, because as far as I remember, that's.
This
you
is
said it a few
really
minutes
embarrassing.
ago.
Literally
This is
30
really
seconds
embarrassing.
ago,
Isn't
the first
it?
time I'm explaining
I'm
this.
crying and doing a
I don't know
reaction
if
and
you are,
drinking.
if you actually don't understand what I was saying, or if you're being dishonest, because this is an insane gaslight. Can I explain it again, or would you like to continue to call?
Okay, pause real quick.
Because now you're throwing-
I don't think Dennis knows what gaslighting is. Do you guys think that Dennis knows what gaslighting is? Because I feel like I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows, because if he did, he would have said something, and he didn't. Like, watch, listen.
You just asked me. Okay.
So, okay. This is what I remember you saying.
30 seconds ago?
You said it. You may have not said
Right,
it
'cause he
just
doesn't
a
remember.
minute ago, but you said it like a few minutes ago. What you said, and I even asked you. Said you can't be traumatized from being bullied online. I asked you.
That's not what I said.
That's not what he said.
You
No.
said no. You took it back. Okay, so that's fine. You.
I never.
No, he took it. This is literally the abusive relationship, you guys. Is it not? Like, this is literally it, and it's crazy. I'm having flashbacks. Jesus.
Said you can't be traumatized from being bullied
People
online.
can go back and watch the video.
So can I reframe this correctly?
I want to understand your lack of charitability, because this was like 4 or 5 months ago.
No. I'm not playing this game. No. Reference you mocking me for expressing a rape trauma. I want you to stop trying to go back in time. We're on this point. No, talk about this 5 months ago nonsense. Comment directly on what you said. Are you apologetic, or do you still think it's funny to mock personal rape victims?
I'm getting there.
We're already there.
If you don't let me talk, then I can't make my point, and you're just talking over me the whole time. So, here's the thing.
You're not making a point, though. That's what's so freaking infuriating about you. You're literally not making a point. You're just going around in circles trying to paint some picture with no paint. It's like you're literally trying to write without a pen. You're typing, there's no keyboard. I don't know what else, analogy that y'all need, but, like, that's what he's doing.
5 months ago, you literally just admitted that you laughed at this girl's trauma. You laughed at it.
Yeah, and then I apologized immediately.
Now, that's fine that you apologized. Now, you're piggybacking off of someone else's trauma so that you can drum up sympathy for yourself.
Dennis, no, because I don't want to move past this point, because this is really something. Dennis.
Sympathy for yourself. That's crazy that he would even have, like, that thought of Papa Gut doing that, only because the entire thing doesn't really have anything to do with Papa Gut. Like, it does in that aspect, but not like there would be no need for him to gain sympathy from it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't what is, bro, not Dennis making me mad when I was just sad.
Have you ever Dennis, have you ever loved somebody before?
This question had me shook.
Oh, Nicholas, you're
Yeah, man, I don't fucking know.
No, don't. This is like a really dishonest thing.
If someone asks you a question and you already gonna have to, bring somebody else to it. Oh, Nicholas, like, what? Are you not a grown man? Can you not answer a question when someone asks you a question, even if it is a rhetorical question or a hypothetical question or a question that's obviously like to take a dig at you? Just answer the question. Like, what is the issue?
No, Dennis, this is a really good question. Have you ever been in love before?
Okay, look, let me finish.
Dennis, do you think that if somebody that you loved told you that they were violently raped, that you would go, oh, you're piggybacking a trauma? Is that how you would interact with that situation?
Let me finish my point.
You're saying I'm piggybacking off of trauma, Dennis. This is pathetic.
That doesn't make sense.
Let me finish my point, and then you can, you literally just a few months ago in March of this year, 2022, you did that. You admittedly said that you made fun of this girl for her trauma.
Okay.
See how he keeps bringing it up? As if we already we should be so past this point. We should be so past this point, but he keeps bringing it up. It's like it's like finishing a race and you don't realize that the race is over. You've already, the race is done, but you keep running for some reason. Are you blind?
This trauma that you're using to cry about on the internet is not your trauma. I understand that you stand for trauma. I stand against trauma. I said it earlier here, I have a lot of fucked up trauma in my own life, I know a lot of people.
So then why don't you care about?
He says that a lot. Have y'all ever noticed, like, Dennis says that a lot, but he doesn't really, like, elaborate on it. And it bothers me when people do that, because we're in a time right now where everybody's very much, like, mental illness and, like, you are loved, and, like, you see all of those, like, clothing lines that are, like, geared towards, like, mental illness and stuff like that. Like, I even thought about, like, creating my own merch line that's very much like, my diagnosis is not fashion. Like, because what are you guys doing? And another thing, it's the same with, like, the people that are like, oh my gosh, well, you know, I just had to, like, go do this, and I was just feeling so OCD about it, so I wanted to make sure that I, like, really made it, like, really, really pretty. Like, I can't stand that. Like, shut up, you're dumb, you don't know what that disorder is like, and you have no idea how it can compare. But you think like, oh my God, the weather's so bipolar. Bitch, are you stupid or are you dumb? Because if the weather was bipolar, you would be dead. Let me tell you. You would actually be dead, because at some point we're going to kill you. Like, that's how that goes. Like, bipolar is not something that keeps you like, oh my God, like, now I'm like this and now I'm like that. Like, literally you can die. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, it really makes me mad when people say that, because they have no idea how hard it is to live with certain disorders.
About anybody else's trauma?
I know a lot of people who are traumatized. I think all of us in the chat right now know somebody and carry our own traumas. Okay, so it's very different to use somebody else's, what you're doing, using somebody else's trauma as a shield so that you can get sympathy. I understand that it's somebody you love. I love a lot of people.
I don't think you do if you don't understand where I'm coming from. I think you're just very emotionally immature if you don't understand where
Again, lack of empathy.
I'm coming from, and that's all I can really say.
I was in a relationship for 8 years before this. Okay,
We need to find that female. We need to find that female. 8 years. Can you guys help me? We need to find her. Where is she? Who is she? Send me a link, drop a tag, something. We need to find her, because, and not to say Dennis can't, okay, he is a Pisces. Let me tell you, I love Pisces men. If anything, if I met Dennis in person, I'd probably fall in love with him. And that's just me being honest. But at the same time, like, you're still not getting it.
I know love. I know what it's like to live and be with somebody.
Wow.
Trust me. I know exactly what it's like to share your life with somebody. Okay? I know exactly what that's like. So, I'm just drawing the parallel of you laughing at this girl's trauma and now using someone else's trauma to drum up sympathy for yourself. I mean, would you, without that being, how would you confront or respond to the joke that I made without using the trauma as a shield?
Well, Dennis, the joke is the trauma, so how can I not use the trauma as part of the defense?
Not your trauma, though. Someone else's trauma. Please talk about it, like, how would you respond without using that trauma?
I wouldn't, because it's something that's very real that, like, is very upsetting to me. What are you talking about?
You understand what you're doing? You're weaponizing.
I'm not weaponizing anything. I'm not weaponizing. You're telling Dennis. Okay.
You're weaponizing someone else's trauma to try to score sympathy points on the internet.
No, Dennis, I'm not weaponizing anybody's trauma whatsoever here.
So respond to the joke that I made without talking about the trauma.
It's impossible, because the trauma is what upsets me.
Right.
I don't understand. Like, I just don't think
Okay, pause.
Okay.
My thing is, you made shirts of him crying or whatever and tried to, like, sell it. It was like this little joke, like, hee hee ha ha, like, look at Papa Gut being all, like, emotional. And, like, can we talk about that for a second? Because men that don't understand that they can be vulnerable, they can also share their emotions, they can express their emotions, you have clearly been traumatized and you've had some sort of, like, childhood something. Because real men are absolutely okay with sharing that emotion, point blank period, because they're fully aware that they live in a world where everyone tries to diminish that. Therefore, if they actually express it, they're not attached to the social norms that everybody else is so attached to. And I don't understand how you don't see the strength in being able to have empathy or cry or share your emotion. If you are a man and you're coming across this little clip right here, me speaking at some point, please understand that your emotions are so valid. I don't care the hierarchy and the patriotism or whatever word you want to throw out there that's very much like, well, men have to be men, and I get that. Let me tell you, as a woman, you're okay to share that emotion. You're okay to express it, okay? I don't care who told you otherwise. Seriously.
How does saying that you look like a pedophile make you think of somebody else's rape?
Oh yeah, let me bring it up. So, this is like, again, when our first interaction, there seems to be a history.
Did you hear that question? Did you actually hear that question? Did you actually just hear that question? And think about how Papa Gut is responding, right? He's responding back very clear. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and explain that. Because he knows that that was a very dumb question. A very stupid question. A very stupid question. You don't know the tracks of someone's mind. I could literally hear the P word and I'm already thinking about the person that molested me at 3 years old. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? If I'm having sex and a man is choking me or doing any sort of abusive, I'm already going into PTSD. I'm already going into, oh my gosh, am I about to get raped? And like, what's going on? Like it's fight or flight mode. That's like somebody saying like, well, oh my God, like how can you think of, you know, your trauma if you're just having sex? Like what? What are you actually talking? Like literally that lets me know like these people haven't really been through stuff. Like when you have been through stuff, bro, it's gonna be so easy for you to be able to just be like, oh, that connection is that connection, and like, oh God, like, you know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, like that's on you. It's individual. It's not something that like 10 other people are also gonna be, you know, in common with. Not everybody has been molested as a child. You know what I mean? Like not everybody has that experience. So if I'm able to express that to somebody and they understand that, and they're like, oh, well, damn, like I had no idea that's what it is. I'm like, yeah, like that's why it's so easy for me to be celibate. Because for me, I see sex as an exchange as, oh, I'm ready to hurt you. I'm ready to hurt you, not be there for you at all whatsoever. That's how I see it. Other women will see it as love. Like, oh, this guy likes me. Like, oh my God. I'm already thinking like, okay, well, you're probably going to leave me. And if anything, like, you're not really here for anything other than that. Like, until you prove to me that that's not all you want, I'm always going to think that's all you want. And that's because of my own story, my own experience. Like, what are you talking about?
History of you supporting incredibly over-exaggeratory rape accusations. For instance, with Killick, who was like called a pedophile, a predator, and a rapist for being 17
Where did
years
I
old.
support the? Hold on.
Dennis,
This was first off. This was.
Whoa! What happened? I can't respond. Where's the
Right.
moderator, huh, Dennis?
Right.
Huh?
So Dennis, you like this, we're doing like the back and forth thing, right? Okay, so we had that interaction. My big primary point was that they had a massively disproportionate response, calling a 17-year-old a rapist, a pedophile, and a predator for making a very inappropriate joke about a 15-year-old, right? And you supported them. Then you recently admitted in our live together that you just went in there to troll me and that you didn't actually mean anything you said. So I can only assume that that's part of your rhetoric, which is just pretending to care and not really giving a shit enough to look into actual situations, right? Moving on to, despite the fact that this has been explained. Oh yeah, additionally, joking about pedophilia, I don't know why anybody would do that. That's invalidating to survivors of molestation. Well,
and let's talk about that. So remember in my last video when I was talking about how Drew Dunn was bringing up like certain jokes that were very much in that realm? Like they were funny in a way that also made me think like something has definitely happened in that person's like life for them to even have a joke like that. Because the way he like started his stand-up, he was talking about how his haircut looks like, you know, a little kid haircut. And he was like, it's very easy for me to stay faithful because, you know, I look like, you know, I've been under a bunker for I don't know how long or something like that. And then he brought it up again at the end of his set. And then he had another joke that was about like a beer that he got that was called Little Blonde Girl. And then like he would say like, what was it? It was like, he was like, can I get a little blonde girl? Like the beer, like the IPA. And then they were like, oh, okay, do you want a 12 or a 16? Like that was the joke, right? And like, I'm not gonna lie, I looked around the room just to see like who was laughing. Like men were literally like crying, like, you know, like that. Women were like, you know, like looking down a little bit like, oh my, like in disgust, like, oh my God, should I be laughing at this? But again, it was executed creatively. So, you know what I mean? But again, I want to be very transparent about that because yeah, there are certain jokes that it's like, is that too far? Was that too far? You know what I mean? But then again, for Dennis, no joke is too far. No joke is too far. What? I'm a comedian. And nothing is off limits.
I'm not done. And then following up.
A lot of statements.
Let him finish.
Dennis, I'm fine with like the shouting back and forth, but you can't do it too. The reason that I'm being more upfront is because you did not stop screaming in our first conversation.
Right.
And you need to be talked to like this, or else nobody will get an edge in. Okay?
Okay.
So again, yes, that's how you interact.
Our conversation with like 50 different people, and it wasn't like this. So maybe it's just.
And there he goes again, bringing up the 50 different people and how it wasn't like that. Okay, that doesn't matter. This is one person, those 50. What you're really saying is that those 50 people are all the same. That's what you're saying, but you don't realize you're saying that. You're making it seem as if like, oh no, well, I talked to 50 other people and I was fine. There was no issue. Like, what are you talking about? That has nothing to do with the conversation. Like, you guys, I actually really don't understand Dennis's points. Like, his points are very like, it's like, where are you pulling this information from? Like, where does your brain go? This makes sense. Let me say it out loud. Like, that's what I'm really trying to grasp.
Because Dennis, they're not me. What do you mean it wasn't like this?
Exactly.
Like you shouldn't have been like going after me if you didn't want me to confront you.
What are you talking about?
You're saying it was so much nicer when the other people weren't here. I'm not going to be nice about this. I'm being
cordial,
blunt with you because our first conversation, you screamed when I was charitable.
Correct.
I have to interact in a way where I stand strong here because this is how you operate. You scream and you yell and you interrupt people and you dishonestly frame things that happened 30 seconds ago. So like, let's stop getting off on these tangents when like you try to play these like weird framing games, and let me finish and then you can respond, or we could just yell. I don't really care at this point.
Right.
Hey, I'm not.
Okay, Papa Gut, that was your thing? All right, Dennis, go.
Okay, thank you, Nick.
What are you thanking him for? What are you thanking him for? When the silence of him not saying anything would have been the exact same freaking outcome. What are these people
Okay.
I can't.
So I love it that we've arrived at the pedophile joke section of the conversation.
Why would you love that?
I want to know from you, is it funny for a grown man to fuck a 14-year-old? A grown man like you?
No, I don't think that jokes about rape are appropriate at all.
Okay. So, do you think it's funny? You think it's a joke to fuck kids?
No, not at all. I think it's disgusting. That's why I wouldn't joke about somebody
So
being a pedophile.
you don't think it's a joke? You don't think it's a joke to fuck kids?
No, I think it's disgusting.
So you agree with me putting the word joke in quotations in that tweet? Because I don't find it to be a joke.
This is like a really disingenuous move here. Yeah, so you were trying to Dennis, the joke wasn't about me fucking kids. The joke was, in its full context, which you still can't get right, if she's old enough to bleed, she's old enough to breed. Thank you very much, Andre Lopez, for the advice. Now, it was an inappropriate joke I never should have made, which I've been saying for a year now. But the intention was to call out somebody who was, when they were 23, allegedly raped a 14-year-old, slept with a 14-year-old. So the intent is very clear that that's what I'm calling out. You, on the other hand, are calling me a pedophile because you're unhinged and upset because your career is spiraling, and you point to me for the reason.
So here's the thing. I'm happy that you admitted at first that it's not a joke to fuck kids. I'm happy you admitted to that. It was interesting to see you backtrack and try to then claim that it's a joke. It's interesting logic there. But
who do you think is going to like look at this and go, wow, Dennis is so smart?
Right.
I finished the statement. This is crazy.
Well, because you're being a dishonest piece of shit. Like you're gaslighting everybody in real time.
This is going to be impossible, dude.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you already are refusing to talk about how you were joking about someone's violent rape. So, like, this is where we're at now. Like, there's no, like, there is very little productivity because you are so wildly dishonest about everything that we can't have a reasonable conversation. The only reason
how is it,
Dennis, you're trying to say that I think it's funny to rape kids when I have used my platform since its beginning to deplatform actual pedophiles. Pedophiles. Dennis, you're trying to make it seem like I wasn't joking. You were insinuating that I wasn't joking because you want to do everything you can to label me a pedophile because you want to deplatform me. But the reality is historically, I've deplatformed people who've used TikTok to try to rape children. That's what I've done. While you sit down and
brutal. It's getting hot.
Talk about how big of a shit Trisha Paytas made. I'm talking about real things and putting my platform on the line. Okay? Educating people about sexual assault culture. Like, that's what I do. And, like, this is what's happening. You can, oh boy, but like, what do you?
And you know what's really crazy when you really think about it? That is what he does. So it's like you're coming for somebody who literally is like in that. They're in that field. They put themselves in there like day after day, week after week. And so it's like it's like coming for like a makeup artist or something, and like they literally are like Jackie Aina. It's like, what do you like? You know what I mean? Like it's like this person has more knowledge than you. So why do you feel that you have more credibility? Again, lack of empathy and creating content from ego.
Do all day, but talk about bullshit, drama, irrelevant news while pretending to be funny. Like this is insulting to like. It's just
Pause. We are ending the video right there. I can't. While pretending to be funny, look at his face. Look at his face. He is laughing at his own joke. Like, yeah, no, that was a good one. Oh snap! I mean, honestly, let's really talk about it though. Dennis is not funny. And I don't know. I actually really kind of want to like. I don't know if I want to like talk to a whole bunch of comedians about this or bring like 5 together and like do like a video or a podcast. But I actually want to know like the actual comedians that are funny, and I want them to talk about comedians that they think aren't funny that are still pursuing their like road to being a comedian, right? Like I want to know more about that, because for me it's like, what are you actually trying to do? I don't know. I just feel like comedians, it's just not something you can just do. You know, it's not something you can just be like, oh, I want to do that. You know what I mean? I just don't feel like, I don't think it can be taught. I'm gonna be real. I don't think it can be taught. Anyways, let me know what y'all thought about this video. I am freaking out of here, and I will have part 5 up very soon. And rest in peace. Bro, I gotta get out of here. I need to go watch Grease and cry. I love you. If you made it all the way to the end, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one, because, oh my God, I just went through a whole bunch of emotions. I was crying, mad, annoyed, because Dennis, what are you talking about? And now I'm back to sad. Oh my God, y'all, go watch Grease. I'm gonna go watch it. Let's watch it together, but like telepathically. You feel me? Yeah, and then comment down below. Let's do that. Because, oh my God, no, we lost a legend.
Putting out the coupe in the lot, 12 for a squat, busting all the bells out the box, hit a leap with the